Hello everyone, Utsu here for Team OmniX. Today I'll talk about my last regional at Krefeld, Germany, where I played again Royal Knights. I placed at the 10th position after 3rd round and there was no top cut, so my final rank was 10th with Royal Knights. I won't talk about the full list, I'll just talk about the change I've made since my last regional at Bordeaux. If you want to see the full list, I suggest you to watch the previous video on the channel. And I'll talk also about the matchups I faced. It won't be a long video, don't worry. So let's begin. You'll see I didn't made a lot of changes. I just did 3 changes. In my previous list I was playing 2 Gallant BT13 and 2 Alforce Vidramon BT13. I cut 1 Gallantman and I cut the 2 Alforce. Why I cut Gallant? I've talked about it in the last video and also on the article I wrote for Digital Gate Open. It was underwhelming, like it's a pretty strong card, but when I want to remove little threats, I prefer to play Jesmon. I think it's still a pretty good card, but the tempo to play it is pretty strange. I think you can still play 1 or 2 copies if you want to, but I think 1 copy is the best. I was playing 1 copy at Krefeld, and I still didn't play it, to be honest. I still think it's pretty good, but I don't know when to use it. About Alforce, I was playing it because I was afraid of Mugen Dramon, like it receives support and it's a pretty popular deck. I faced 1 Mugen Dramon at Bordeaux, so it was good. But I was thinking that at Krefeld people will play like Sakuya or Gilmon Engine decks, so I decided to cut them. What I've put instead is those 3 cards. First one is Emergency Program Shutdown. Like I said, I was expecting a lot of Sakuyamon and Gilmon Engine decks. So I think it's a pretty good card against these decks, like Sakuyamon. If Sakuyamon can play options, basically it's a turn skip. And for Gilmon Engine decks, like it can delay the OTK if they can't outcast Jack Raid or Gravity Crush. And it can also be good in early game if you have nothing else to play to delay cards like Memory Boost, Training, etc. At Krefeld it was okay. I didn't face any Sakuya. I faced 1 Megidra and 1 Gallantman deck. It wasn't that helpful, but I think it's still a good card in the meta and 1 copy is fine. I also tried Alphamon BT20. I wasn't sure, I wanted to play Alphamon BT13. I've tried the BT13 way more than this one, but it was underwhelming, so last minute I decided to try Alphamon BT20. To be honest, I only have my qualification for European Championship, and it was, Krefeld was the last EX9 big tournament, so I was like, okay, let's try it. Maybe it works, maybe not. To be honest, it was good. Not pretty good, but it was good. Having recovery in the deck is really fine. It can delay the OTK. I think it's a pretty good card. I need to test it a bit more, but it's pretty good. And I think I talked about it in the last video, or maybe even in the article I wrote for Digital Gate Open, sorry. 1 copy of Promo Gallant. It's, in my opinion, way better than this one. Recovery is good, rush is good, It can kill big threats, like this one. I don't know what to say. I mean, for me, it's better than this one. I need to test it more to be sure about that, but my feeling is that the card is better than this one. Yeah, so maybe I'll play 2 Promo Gallant in my BT22 list and cut the BT13 one, but I'm not sure yet. You have to make your own test. So, now that I talk about my changes, I'll talk about the matchups. It won't be pretty long. First round, it was 8 rounds. So first round was against Royal Knights. I won 2-0. Why I won 2-0? To be honest, my opponent had better early game than me, but the key in the matchup, in my opinion, is the mid game. If you take advantage in mid game, your opponent can come back. And it's the most important thing to know about the matchup is if you win the mid game, you're good for the late game. If you lose the early game, you can still make it. Also, Last Guardian is pretty important in the matchup because Omni X is the best card in the matchup. Like, remove threats, do early aggression, etc. My second matchup was against Zefaga. I didn't practice the matchup at all. I didn't know, to be honest, what the cards were doing, so it was the first time for me. But yeah, Oryuken is pretty deadly. Zefaga can be immune during the end of my turn, but it will die during their turn because of the minus 15k of Oryuken. So yeah, the matchup is basically outcast Oryuken and you win. I lost the first round 0-2 against Mugen Ramon. He won the tournament, so GG for him. As I said, I've removed Ulforce, so my bad, I guess. I wasn't expecting Mugen in this tournament, but I first won. And I bricked boss game, like I didn't find any Oryuken. Oryuken would have been deadly in first game, because he didn't have 16k DP. In second match, he had 16k DP, so I think Oryuken wouldn't have helped, maybe a little. I'm not sure, but maybe I could have thrown if I had better hands. But he played well and won the tournament, so it doesn't matter. Round 4 was against Magna X. I did 1-2-1. Same as against Mugen, I didn't find any Oryuken the 3 games. I still don't know how I won that. I think my opponent was just a bit too slow, and I could kill with my board full of Royal Knights with Omnimon BT13. But yeah, I was pretty lucky, if I remember correctly, in the last game, because he hit something in security who gave me little. I needed 3 memory, he gave me 1 more cool boy in security, so I could OTK without being scared of Imperial Demon Paladin Ace. So yeah, 2-1. A bit lucky because I didn't find Oryuken. Round 5 was against Crossarts. I won 2-0. To be honest, I didn't understand anything about what I was facing. I had to read every card, and even now I still don't remember anything. I think he just bricked a bit and I was faster, and that's all. But I think Crossarts beats Royal Knights if it doesn't break. Because I don't remember the exact card, but he can put minus 5k on the wall board, so I can do plays with Omega and Omni X to avoid being OTK'd. But yeah, I won because he bricked, I think, and he was pretty good with the deck, to be honest. I think even if I didn't understand the wall plays, he seemed good, and he was a kind guy. Round 6, I played against Megidra. I knew that I would face at least one Gilman Engine deck. It was in round 6. I won because in game 1 she bricked. In game 2, I think she did some misplays. and I won because of that. Nothing to say really. I think the matchup is like 60-40 for Megidra, but you can make it. 60-40 is okay. I think Birds is a better matchup for Rhine Knights, but Megidramon is still okay. The worst being Gallantmon TDID and Gilmon Loop. 7th round I lost 2-0 against Gallant. Pure Gallant. First game I bricked, I didn't find any Orioken to kill Gallantmon. And second game, sorry, I wanted to try to draw, like I wanted to win the second game to try to draw the wall BO, but I couldn't. She had one card left in the deck, and she had the Lethal with Omni-X, and I couldn't avoid that, sadly. Nothing to say special, to be honest. I think I don't have the matchup, it's a pretty good deck, and she played well, so GG. And my last round for the 6-2 was against Puppets. I know that I have the matchup, and I found Orioken, Medieval, and Gotsumon the boss games, so it was pretty easy, to be honest. He did some misplay, I did one big misplay, but it didn't cost me the game because I had the advantage was too much on my side. I'm not scared of Puppet, I know that the matchup is like 90% for Rhine Knights. So yeah, 6-2. I placed at, as I said in the beginning of the video, at 10th place. I already had my qualification, but I'm still pretty happy to finish in top. I still play Royal Knight a bit in BT22. I don't know the list yet. But I have to test a lot of things, and well, I expect to top maybe at Toulouse. If you guys are coming to Toulouse, don't hesitate to come at me to talk. It's always a pleasure. If you have any question, don't hesitate to comment the video or ask me on Twitter or on my Discord, etc. Thanks to my team that always support me for that kind of tournaments. And yeah, I think that's all. See you maybe at Toulouse, and have a nice week, have a nice day. Bye bye.